Now, Ajay Sahai, Director General of the Federation of Indian Export Organization of FIO, joins us now. Mr. Sahai, appreciate you joining us. Clearly, for exporters like you, this is what you would like. We understand that the Commerce Ministry believes the rupee is overvalued and hence it is impacting adversely India's competitiveness. Will a move to depreciate the rupee boost export? Because mostly export growth is a function of global demand, is it not?
The currency devaluation or depreciation definitely plays an important role because in the present scenario also, Indian exports are outpriced in many markets because with the countries with whom they are competing, their currencies are depreciated at a faster pace. Take the case of Britain only. After the Brexit, the pound has depreciated by around 15%. With that, Indian exporters have lost heavily in UK and they are outpriced in the UK market. Secondly, we have to also look into the fact some of the important development. Even we have seen that with US, the Fed rate, there may be little flight of capital from India and many countries to the US. Secondly, FCNR redemption is also due from the month of September onwards. I know that RBI has made the adequate reserve for that, but definitely it will put some pressure on Indian currency and so will be on exports. I do agree with you that its rupee depreciation or devaluation is not the sole factor which pushes export. There are other factors also which are equally important, and you have rightly put that increase in global demand has helped Indian exports much. And historically also speaking, I personally don't subscribe to the view that rupee devaluation or depreciation alone will help exports, but I do agree that this is one of the very important factors which helps you in price competitiveness. But there are equally important factors which needs to address as well.
You're right, Mr. Sahai. It's not the only factor. It's just one of the enabling factors to try and boost exports. But, for anything to be meaningful from a competitiveness point of view, what is the kind of depreciation that we would need to see?
No, in fact, the whole issue is that the real effective exchange rate of rupee is not there. What Commerce Ministry, I'm not privy to the decision nor I'm privy to the information which is with the media. Commerce Ministry may be asking for assessing rupee at its fair value, because if rupee is assessed at the fair value, we feel that rupee may move into the band of 70 plus, which will be definitely helpful to the Indian exports, because assuming with a country where you are losing out on the price front because they are offering 5% lower price, you can get the market if your rupee is depreciated or devalued. So I'm looking into that scenario only, but I do accept that this will not alone help in pushing the exports if the global market itself is showing sign of contraction. But the good news is that now even the global economy is little improving as compared to 2-3 years back. And we feel that from October onwards, we will see a little more growth in export. In fact, data for August has just come, which shows the decline of marginal 0.some%. So, and our overall decline for the April to August has also come down to less than 2.5%. So it's a good sign for Indian exports, but we are in a very, very challenging world where we have to fight for every pie. And I think this move may help exports in that scenario.
You're right on the trade data front, and we've seen the export numbers coming in, as you pointed out, only a marginal decline. But do you agree then with the Commerce Ministry's view that the rupee is overvalued compared to many other currencies, specifically emerging currencies at this point in time?
So I think it's not the perception, it is based on the facts also. Look at any of the article, it will always say that rupee is overvalued because rupee is not reflecting the real effective exchange rate. So it's not a perception of Commerce Ministry or FIO. These are borne by the historical fact, and it is not that the case is right now. Even in the past, we have seen that there have been talk that rupee should be fairly assessed.
All right, Mr. Sahai, we'll have to leave it there. Let's see what the government does decide to do. The Commerce Ministry is certainly hoping or building a case for some sort of depreciation of the currency.